Welcome, wherever you are. I wish to take you through the silent song and other stories, the way you should revise and master the many characters in every story. Remember, we have 13 stories, and you need to master the characters in each story, the theme that is being the theme in each story, and so that you can avoid mixing up the characters in each in the stories. So we have 13 stories, and we have done this work for the benefit of you, a student, so that you can avoid confusion. So we have the first thing we have is the number of the story, and then the story itself, the main characters, the major issues that are discussed in the story, the episodic analysis, and then we have the possible questions that you expect from each story. And for each story, we have gone ahead to write the essays from each story, and we have the essays from each story as you can see. We have number 1, number 3, we have number 4, we have number 6, number 7, number 8, as you can see the stories and the essays. You can see them. Number 9 there, number 10, number 11 we have there, number 12 is there, number 13 is there, number 14 is there, 15, 16, 17. We have story number 18, essay number 18, essay number 19, essay number 20, essay number 21, essay number 22, essay number 23, essay number 24. Now, out of these essays, we have written the normal way of writing the essay. So if you need the essays, you contact the number here. This is the number to contact. This is the number to contact. The number is there, and we just sell these essays, all of them, at only 200 shillings. So there is no much. It's about 10 essay per essay. So we can give you so that you can go through as you revise for your exam. So let me go back and take you through the characters for each story. So let's begin with number 1. The number 1 story is a man of awesome power. A man of awesome power. Now, who are the characters in the story? We have Tayyib, Hania, Suleimani, news anchor, the taxi driver, the man, and the woman. So these are the characters which you must master in the story of a man of awesome power. What are the issues discussed in the story? The major issues are the misuse of power, good alteration of power, consequences, results, outcomes, or misuse of power. What are the consequences? What are the results? The outcome of the misuse of power. Now, those are the issues that are discussed in the story. Then we have what we call episodes. We have the disabled spending tax, page 2. Strike a man, stomach cramps. Census media. Punishes Suleiman because of jealousy. Attracted by maiden against his faith. So that is how the story flows towards the end. What are the possible questions in this first story? The possible questions that we expect: number 1, power corrupts absolute power, corrupts absolutely in whichever way. Excess desire destroys nobility of the power of change. Lack of sound judgment results into regrets. So we have written essays of those. If you need them, you can contact us, I said. We come to number 2. Incident in the park. Who are the characters there? The hawker, the constables, the two elders. Those are the characters. What are the issues there? The issues is challenges of poverty in the city, challenges of urbanization in urban poverty. So that is the issues, the main themes there. So episodic, you can see this is how it flows. The neglect of the park, ranges and embroidered hydras, the hawkers, fruit, the ice cream sellers, abandoned fish pond, dilapidated amusement sites like boat riding, police harassment, the frustrated people who turn to reach the mob. So that's how the story flows. Then the questions you expect there. Neglect by the authorities only helps in destroying humanness. Poverty dehumanizes people who are affected. Unemployment drives people into becoming unproductive. So those are the questions that you expect from the story of incident in the park. Ninema. Who are the characters in Ninema? The characters in Ninema, we have Ninema, Mr. Chairman, Market Woman, Miss Singh. What are the themes? What is the issue that is discussed? What are the issues discussed? Issue discussed is good qualities, tough life of a market woman, need to remain principled and focused. So we need to remain principled and focused. The episodic, how it flows, we have the gardening, the grooming, the selling of the market, the chairman, the seed, Dr. Siddharth's relationship with the other traders. Questions that you expect. Hard work and confidence helps break social barriers. Ninema is an epitome of honesty and determination to change her social status. So that you can be asked to illustrate that using the story. People with admirable characters will always stand out. So you can as well find such a question from there. Silent song is the silent song. The characters are there is Ezekiel, Mbane, and Sarah. It has only one main theme, suffering of the disabled, misery of the physical handicapped. That is the main story there, and it has only that major theme there. So there is a neglect by the family, hypocrisy of the brother and wife, trauma about his past life, lioness and death. So suffering, plight of people living with disability. So it is talking about people with disability. How do they suffer? What happens in the story? That is something that you need to master. You master the characters and the major issue in the story. So number 5, ivory bangles. Ivory bangles. In ivory bangles, we have the characters. The main characters are the man, his wife, grandson, Reverie, son of chief, son chief, and the elephant hunters. These are the characters in the ivory bangles. Failure to listen to advice and the consequences, traditionals. Traditionals, so those are the issues. The seer pronouncement, the man's refusal of fulfillment traditional requirement. The woman is attempting to cheat the spirit. The wife knowledge that it is wrong not to fulfill traditional daughter-in-law. The fulfillment of poverty. Those are the episodic flow of the story. Attempt to divert from what the tradition requires may be dangerous, may be disastrous. So here, the story is about tradition. What are the tradition beliefs that if you avoid them, if you disregarded them, you will suffer in your life. So ivory bangles, that is what it is talking about, consequences of disregarding traditions. the sins of the fathers, the sins of the fathers. The main characters are Rondo, Ruafa, Selina, and Gaston. So you write them down and you master them. Children suffer what their parents mistreat them. Children suffer what their parents mistreat them. That is the major thing there. Ruafa breaks his guitar and throws it into the fire when he is only 4. Ruafa does not approve of even attend his wedding. He purposely leaves the business. Ruafa trashes his catching, like so all those things we need to buy. And then now the question you expect there, violence only breeds more violence and destruction. So what are the consequences of being violent? Making decisions for the children. So those are the things you learn from this story of the sins of the fathers. Story number 7, the truly married woman. These are the characters in Truly. Ayai, Ayo, Oju, Ayo's father, missionaries, Ayo's spouse, Kisungu. Kisungu, those are the characters. Humans are deceitful in nature and can live in pretense. That is the major issue. The pretense that is expressed in this story is amazing. So humans can be deceived, can be pretense, can be pretense really. So they have blissful success and then okay, so these are the episodic. This is how the story goes. The story flows like that to the end. So this is how the story flows. We start by bringing the children together and we finish at Ayo has always to satisfy to the partner. Ayai serve the tea beside the bed in the morning, week, the surgery, those things. That is how the story goes. What is the major question that you expect here? A good relationship determined by respect and care. A good relationship is one which is determined by respect and care. That's kind of question you expect. It is good to keep good trust in relationship to avoid heartbreaks. So that is love, no boundaries. You should also be prepared of such a question. Love, no boundaries. Talking money story number 8. Who are the characters here? We have Mukindanyi, Ronika, Galo, Ngosweye, Ngoya, Kisungu. These are anyway. Failure to good advice may result in unwanted consequences. To heed. Failure to heed to good advice may result heed unwanted consequences. When you fail to listen to the advice, the consequences may be adverse. Which question do you expect there? Money can be a source of evil that destroys people in society. The Ghost, Professor James Ngoye, Nwoye, Ikena Okoro, Ebere, Ngiru, Vincent Sik, Chris Ogbo. War and its effects, loss caused by war, property and life, universities, glory, etc. devastating effect of war. That is the major theme that we get from the ghost. The neighborhood watch, Elias, those are the characters, Lazarus, Martin, Elias, Amagano, those are the characters. Desperation, suffering by those who live in the streets, life and wisdom for survival. Those are the major issues that are discussed in the story. Street children life. So you need to check there. Number 11, the December. We have December, September, Soveni, grandfather, Ezekiel, Joseph, the mother. Those are the characters in December. Mental illness and how it affects families. Support and love for mentally or family members. So those are the issues. The episodic flow of the story, that is how it flows. And then the question you expect is mental illness has devastating effects on members of a family if not well managed. Illustrate this truth using the story of the December. Boyi. We have Boyi. We have the narrator who is the sister, father Baba, mother Mama, Matwa K, Mukitia, Soldiers, Kimutai, Jesania, Simon. War and its effects. Displacement of people suffering grief and less betrayal and regret. Those are the themes that comes from the story. This is how the story is flowing. The main question you expect from the story is the effect of war and attrition can be devastating like the other one was. Checkmate, Radai, Skia, Margaret. Illegal gains and ways of protecting them. Corruption leads to a life lived in fear and insecurity. So the major thing here is about the corruption that emanates in the Checkmate. So God sees the truth. That one was done, so do not bother that. That one is already done, and that's why you have not seen it discussing about it. So these essays are there. You can call or text on WhatsApp for your copy.